He'll be in here, and we are starting another new series. And as you can see, we're talking about Naruto. Now, I have a big history with Naruto, as you can probably see from the cam here. So this is definitely the series that I'll be covering that I have the most extensive history with. I read the manga through once, and I watched the anime all the way through once. Uh, that's basically the set of it, but I've, participated heavily in Naruto fandom stuff, so this is going to be, there's still a lot that I haven't, I don't know, I think a reread is good for me. It'll be good for me, because it has been a while since I've read the manga. The anime, I watched through most of it more recently, but even then, that was some years ago, so yeah, definitely looking forward to this. As you see, I have a lot of Naruto merch. I got two posters. You can see. Um, does it record my mouse? I don't think it records mouse. Sorry. Um, it records mouse here. Uh, if we got the first like 30 something volumes on the top shelf, and then Bleach, and then One Piece. There's another layer of One Piece at the bottom. Behind each of those layers is two. There are books behind. Oh, do it with my hand. There are two rows of books behind each rows of these books, and they're all other volumes of One Piece, Bleach, and Naruto. I did have a empty bookshelf that was empty because the base isn't sturdy. It's a bookshelf on top of another bookshelf that it would fall over if I put stuff on top. I need to fix that. But in the meantime, I rid of it and put my box sets, or some of my box sets. You can see we got three One Piece volumes or box sets, two Naruto ones, and then the Bleach one for like Thousand Year Blood Wars Go Tag. And see, now I also got I'm wearing my Naruto shirt, although in my normal my normal pose here, you can't see it's a Naruto shirt. It's like a white shirt. Oh well. Anyways, Naruto. Thought the manga was okay when I first read it, but then by the time I finished watching the anime in Shippuden, I loved it. So I'm expecting to enjoy the manga more now, um, than I did when I first read it. So let's hope that continues. So let's see. Favorite characters? I loved Hinata when I read it, but it was like a waifu thing. So I don't know if that counts. I think maybe Pain or Obito as far as characters go. None of the characters reach like main or like favorite character on like my anime list or like all time characters list. But I don't know. I guess Pain or yeah, Obito are close. Hope we'll see how that goes. Oh yeah. I do own. They're not. Yeah, they're not owned over there, but I do own all the novels and have read some of them. I'll probably read. I think I'll go through the novels on this channel, because I want to read them, and I'll do the last, the movie, since it's canon. Unfortunately, I don't like the last. Um, but yeah, I guess for like canon works that are that like are not manga, I'll I'll still read them or watch them. Although I guess the light novels aren't really canon, but I guess they're worth reading probably. I've read the first Boruto series. I have not up to the end of it, but I have not started Two Blue Vortex. I watched all of the Boruto anime that's released so far. Um, I don't like Boruto as much, but it has some good to it. Let's see. I think that's all I wanted to get through before we start. Anyway, let's go through the oh yeah, I'm not gonna do first eight chapters. I'm not gonna do volume by volume like I do with some series. I'm just gonna like sub arcs, not like entire arcs. Like I'm not gonna do the tuning exams in one art in one video, but I'll probably put like forced death maybe in one or maybe two. Um, some will, some volumes will, some videos will probably contain like an entire fight that's like long. But yeah, we'll see. Anyways, we can start with this like narration that it's in like a cool style. This style of narration never comes back until the last pages of Naruto. It's like the entire series is bookended by um this narration about the Nine Tails, which is I think it's pretty cool how it does. Also, one fun fact about the first chapter of Naruto: the Shonen Jump issue that premiered in, was the same issue that had the last chapter of Rurouni Kenshin, which I think is very cool. To think about it's kind of like passing the torch a bit, from like one very popular Shonen Jump series to another. Now they're like it's not similar genres. That's sort of Kenshin is more samurai stuff, but at least they're vaguely set in like a historical time period. Naruto is not historical, but it's more anachronistic. But I don't know, that was shoehorned in. Oops. Go continue. Naruto is his first chapter is aged a bit, but it's still good. Some good moments going on here. Naruto basically he's like a lonely orphan who he wants to have attention, so he will lash out against anything. He'll do anything to get attention. He'll paint the Hokage statue, Hokage Mount Rushmore, um, just so that people will notice him. Like, no publicity is bad publicity to Naruto. And I think it's because he wants to be Hokage that he set his sight on the Hokage. What do they call him? Hokage Mount Hokage Rushmore. Don't call it Rushmore. Anyways, he has Sexy Jutsu. Definitely the most heaviest amount of fan service in the first chapter of the big three. Um, like One Piece and Naruto, I believe their first chapter. No, One Piece and Bleach, I believe their first chapters have no fan service, but yeah, not Kishimoto. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to stray away from just like um doing play by play about every page that happens in the series. I mean, but eventually I will do Bleach and I will do page by page because I love Bleach so fucking much that I will do it. Um, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth doing for like even like such a long series like Naruto, even though Bleach is technically longer. If you don't count Boruto. I like the dynamic with of Iruka here. Obviously they're both orphans. And then Naruto eventually develops a dynamic with Sasuke, who's also an orphan, and and there's a dynamic with Gaara, who's also an orphan. And who else was an orphan? Was it Kashi? Yeah, he's also an orphan. I believe you don't have an idea. He's an orphan, right? And Konohamaru does he count as an orphan? I guess. I mean, he has his dad. or no, his dad, his grandfather. But his parents died in. Oh no, it's the same person. Okay, sorry. Yeah, his parents died in the Nine Tails incident. Which where was it? They talked about the Nine Tails incident. This chapter. Um, they have a flashback to it. To where Uruka after his this Cube showed up. Yeah, I will talk about spoilers for anything beyond this point. Don't watch this series if you haven't read the full manga, or at least the anime. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how different it is, but I mean, I've seen the anime, but it's been a while since I've seen that. Really, yeah. The anime was my first introduction to Naruto. I watched until like the end of Chunin exams, and then some time passed, and then I read the full manga, and then at some point I went back and then finished the anime. Um, that's well, I think it's interesting here when Uruka said, "You are the nine-tailed fox spirit that destroyed the village." No, not Uruka. Mizuki. Mizuki did that, but he didn't say like, "Oh, you're sealed inside. You are this nine-tailed fox." But I don't know. Is this something where it's aged wrong, or is this Viz? I know Viz. So see, I'm more familiar with Viz's um fuck ups, or you call it mess ups, or just intentional um obfuscation to like localize it, the manga. But I'm more familiar with their mistakes in Bleach, which is my forte. However, I've heard that their translation Naruto, especially early on, isn't that great. So, um, I don't know. I hope they can find something about where they went wrong for the most part. Yeah, and we got Aruka saving or putting himself in a sacrificial space so that he can save Naruto. I do find it interesting how all the big three, their first chapters have basically the same scenario here. Like in Bleach, Rukia protected Ichigo from the hollow fishbone D um, by shielding him from an attack of his, and it got bloody and stuff. And Shanks got bit by the Lord of the Coast to protect Luffy. So Shanks had the low end of the stick or short end of the stick because he lost an arm. But he's Shanks, so he doesn't really need it that much. Naruto, Iruka is like the least. I don't know. I want to say he's like the least important character that does that. I think Shanks is more important in One Piece than Iruka is in Naruto. Maybe we'll see how that goes in One Piece. I'm just reading the post time skip. Check out my One Piece videos or video. And now it's just one video. Oh. I'm just yapping. I need to hone in on this manga. Yeah, Hiruzen just has like a crystal ball that never gets explained. He's just a wizard. I mean, he kind of looks like a wizard. Um, sort of doesn't know like wand, but it's like the Hokage vibe outfit. Kind of does. I don't think this ever appears outside of this chapter. Um, just like one of those weird things that just didn't age well. So I know like Naruto, it takes a lot from Japanese mythology around ninjas, and a lot of the jutsus are based on that, and that as it moved on, a lot of it, a lot of that early stuff maybe didn't quite age as well, maybe. I go talk about just a substitution jutsu later. I think it's kind of broken to be honest. But okay, now what did I want to? There was a oh, hold on a bit. Okay, this isn't the point I was originally wanting to make, but it's a different one. Let's go. Iruka says here, for your final exam, you must each generate a doppelganger. Wait here until your name is called, and then come next door. So he says a doppelganger. And then later, Mizuki says, no, Iruka says to Mizuki, every student is supposed to generate 3 doppelgangers. So is this a Viz moment? A Viz moment? Or something weird happening? I'll trust Kishimoto more than Viz, I guess. I wouldn't put it past Kishimoto. Anyways, the point I was making, I was going to make. I'll make later, since it's revealed later. Anyways, let's go on to chapter 2 then. Chapter 2, I think, is a bit more. Oh wait, no, we haven't gone to this part yet. He does the doppelgangers. Yeah, this is cool. I kind of feels weird how the cursed jutsus are presented here, or the forbidden jutsus. It's like he does this from now on, but like no one really talks about it. Not like why he's using these forbidden jutsus. And like I wonder what other ones were in that scroll, or was it just this one? Because you talk about multiple jutsus, but I mean, was like what Edo Tensei there, or what other forbidden ones? I think this one is I don't know if it's for confirmed, but I believe this one was um forbidden because you could easily kill yourself if you don't have Naruto level chakra. Wait, doesn't Kakashi use this later when he talks about the training Naruto? I don't know. He does do this when he's training Naruto with Rasen Shuriken training. I don't know what's going on, guys. We'll get to it, okay? We'll get to it. Uh, Anyways, Naruto, or sorry, Iruka has a present, and it's the headband. He passed. That's great. He does. You have to generate 3 clones, and he did 997 more than the 3. So he passed. Now, I guess he's not gonna get in trouble for doing the forbidden jutsus, I guess, because he's Naruto. Okay. Maybe he's a commander, so it doesn't matter. But he's a ninja, so I don't know. They confirmed he's 12, right? 12 years since the 9,000th incident, so he's 12. Yes, that happened. Yeah, like I said, it's a very anachronistic world in terms of technology. Like this guy has a flash, not like a relatively old fashioned, but like not that old fashioned camera. But like there was an episode of Boruto where Denki creates a radio for the first time or something. Doesn't he do that with like a hot air balloon and he does like a radio? I'm not sure. It's yeah, it's something. Anyway, so this chapter 2, we're introduced to Konohamaru here and his nerd Ebisu and Poindexter follow the rules, kid. And hates Naruto because Naruto did the thing with the foxes. No, Naruto did the thing with the foxes. Yes, that's why he hates Naruto because he hates foxes. Guy who hates Naruto, but not because of the nine-tailed fox. He just heard foxes and hates foxes. No, I don't know, man. I I'm part of the elite Ebisu, really. I guess so. Say what you want, okay? As Konomaru, he kind of has like a inverse issue with as Naruto, like everyone likes him or like says they like him or anything because he's the Hokage's grandson. Um, but they don't like him; they like the Hokage, you know. So he has a loneliness to him. That's not that's it's different from Naruto's, but they can relate to each other, which is cool. I think the relationship's cool, but this I don't know why he spent this much time, why Kishimoto spent this much time developing their rivalry here when they don't interact much after this. Like we see a few more interactions between arcs, like after I don't know, they have a few more interactions between, yeah, like I said, between arcs when Naruto is between missions. Like when he gets back from the village or gets back from the part time skip, he has an interaction with Konomaru. And I know the anime added some episodes dedicated to this rivalry. Um, it doesn't really go anywhere. And then in the next chapter, he introduces another rival character. So it's like, what's I know it's not like the same type of rivalry, you know, but there is in the end here. Um, yeah, he makes this point from this day forward, we'll be arch rivals, and then oh, and I'm wrong. Hokage does use the crystal ball past this chapter, but when does he stop using it? And why does oh man, the privacy in Konoha is terrible, man. What the hell? Hiruzen Big Brother over here. What the Jesus Christ, man. Anyways, that's past point here. He talks a bit about Hiruzen talks a bit about the Nine Tails incident here. Um, yeah, is like it tormented people until it's defeated a dozen years ago. Disclosure of that secret is mostly forbidden under the pain of fierce penalty our law can inflict. So I guess that's why they're one of the reasons they're throwing the book of Mizuki, I guess. Um, let's see. It was a fondest wish of the fourth Hokage that our people come to regard Naruto as their savior and hero. He made that wish for him, sealed the child's fate, and died. What did he? Did he get Kishimoto to know what he was going to do with Minato and Kushina here? I kind of lean towards no because see, he selected a newborn child, the umbilical cord freshly cut, and bound up all nine tails of the fox within the infant's navel. So I think this line is interesting from a few points because it's like, I mean, sure, technically, um, Minato did select Naruto, but you know, it's because he is the son. Like, they're being really quiet about that. They're not saying that because it is because for reason or no, is Kishimoto didn't plan that, or I don't know. Maybe. Also, he bound up all nine tails of the fox within the infant's navel. He, why does it imply that only the nine tails are in there? But then the next quote, Naruto sacrificed for the 50 of us all to become a living vessel for the imprisonment of the fox. So yeah, the fox is all in there. Um, but then that's not what the villages. I don't know. Hiruzen talks about how people hate Naruto because they don't like see it the way Minato did, as Naruto as a hero. They see Naruto as the Nine-Tailed Fox, and the Nine-Tailed Fox is the thing that destroyed the village and killed a lot of people, like Konoha 9/11. Um, but like you're the Hokage, you can tell people to change their mind about him. Maybe he doesn't want to violate the act or whatever about telling people that Naruto is the guy who had the Nine-Tailed Fox sealed in him. But it's like you could still do more, Cruisen. You can do a bit more. Uh, oh, Cruisen. Anyway, Ebisu says something about the revered Lord Hokage know and understands the 8 principles that are the cornerstone of all knowledge of the shinobi: virtue, justice, ceremony, wisdom, loyalty, faithfulness, prudence, and filial piety. I don't remember this being a thing in Naruto. um, I guess I'll keep an eye out for those. I don't know how much importance this will have. As they do the sexy jutsu again, and then the harem jutsu, foreshadowing for final fight or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know. And also he brings here that no shortcuts to being Hokage line. That this is a line that comes up a lot, or like at least often. I think they bring it up more and more Boruto, with Boruto wanting to be Hokage or whatever. But no, he doesn't. He does not want to be Hokage, Sarda or whatever. Uh, okay. Anyways, I don't I don't quite get the insistence on this line. I mean, I don't like disagree, but it's like it's just a roundabout way of saying work hard. And I guess so. It's like I don't know what shortcut is Konoha trying to take it to becoming Hokage. I don't know. Like the way it's phrased seems a bit weird to me. Like I guess it's fine. It's fine. Naruto's fine. We're going on to moving on. I like the art. There's like a panda bear thing right there. That's cool. Um, Hisashi Kishimoto. Really? Really, Kishimoto? Wait, let's enhance Hisashi Kishimoto. Is it right there? What a guy. I swear, what a guy. There's an eye there for some reason. Anyways, we got Haruno, Sakura, the beautiful, Sasuke, the pretty cool. Mm-hmm. That's how. That's how I view them. Uh, Naruto like Sasuke. No, Naruto like Sakura and Sasuke. Eventually, um, Sasuke thinks he's so cool. He is cool. Um, he's an email too. Anyways, love triangle, of course. Um, Sas- Naruto likes Sakura. Sakura likes Sasuke. Sasuke likes revenge. That's the triangle. But then they kiss. Epic. I love it. Uh, there's some cool interactions here. And then next person to introduce is we see it. We'll see it later. Anyways, I think it's cool of like the reason it's not like they're in a cell together randomly. They all in they're in it because Naruto's at the bottom of the list in terms of skill, and Sasuke at the top, and presumably Sakura's like somewhere near the middle or something, and this would even out to be evenly skilled, but which makes them very uneven. But that's where the fun starts. I think it's great, crazy how Naruto was able to just jump Sasuke like this. Like their first encounter, and Naruto's already taking a W. Like what the hell? But I mean, does it was a sneak attack, so I guess that's how Sasuke fans will interpret it. But that's neither here nor there. And there's what's another thing? Okay, yeah. This is infamous one that gets brought up on Twitter a lot of times about how for Sakura hate. Basically, I don't know. So Sakura, she has both her parents, and I think she lives with them. And I don't know. She's just trying to. I interpret the scene as her, trying to hate on Naruto to Sasuke, but she frames it really badly. Like I don't think she like hates orphans, but I think she just uses her thought process. Okay, she's like 12. Okay, her thought process is Naruto bad, Naruto orphan. So like, let's hate him because he's an orphan or something. I don't know. She's nervous. It's Sasuke, her crush. I think that's how I see it. Um, yeah, but for like Twitter agenda stuff, that's like, who cares? Who cares? Okay. Oh my god. We have this expired milk. I remember this being like a meme. People posting this on the date of the expiration date, or the other way around, because it's not really clear what date it expires. Because I don't know. I don't think those are raw. It's because maybe Viz flipped it to make it westernized or something. I wouldn't put it past them. Here's Kakashi. I don't know, this is a good cover art because it's like you can see how even from the start Kishimoto planned for them to eventually all have like Naruto have the frog summon, Sasuke the snake summon, and Sakura the slug summon. Um, but the development to get to that point is quite uneven. But I think it's cool even how this early on he envisioned this. So I wonder, this has to relate to some sort of mythology, I think. However, I'm not privy to that, so if you know, let me know. Please. Anyhow, um, it Naruto's up to no good pranking stuff, and yep, he falls for it. I like how even I like how even Sakura, who doesn't like Naruto, her inner Sakura was like, "That was cool, Naruto." Yeah, that's great. It's good characterization for Sakura, I think. I do like Sakura's whole inner Sakura thing. Which is a shame that it kind of went away. But I guess as she matured, that kind of makes sense for her. But oh well, that's the other here or there. Anyways, Kashi's introducing is kind of cool. You know, beach Gojo any day. Okay, Naruto or Sasuke is being the most emo kid around. I like how Naruto's just like sweating. I hope it's not me. He wants to kill. Um, Sakura's introduction is like, I'm a girl. I'm a girl. Um, yeah, I don't think Kishimoto handles female characters that greatly, but I think that's something we'll get into as the story goes on. I'll leave that to later, okay? Um, and then we get to the just move on a bit. Next day we got the bell test, and bell test is cool. Um, they got some hype and war moments for Kakashi, and this author comment here is I thought it interesting. He was originally supposed to show up in the second chapter, um, to be a cool and collected upper level ninja. And before Sasuke and Sasuke and Sakura introduced, he'd be Naruto's teacher, but obviously, you know, the jump editors prevented that. Um, so yeah, I know the editors get brought up a lot in Naruto discourse, like oh, it only wasn't for the editors. I know this happens in other conversations, but I know Naruto is a big series for that. But uh, these comments aren't helping them out exactly. Uh, I know why he says all three of them are heading well when we know full well that Naruto's not hiding himself well. And then we get the Makeup Paradise. That's cool. A cool piece of world building, I think. Is it world building to say that erratic novels exist in this universe? Maybe that's just by standard. You don't know. You don't even know. Okay. It more hype, fighting stuff. 1,000 Years of Death. I don't know. Not too into Naruto comedy, but I don't know. Yes, it is what it is. But like Bleach, One Piece, Dragon Ball easily cleared Naruto, I think, in terms of comedy. But I gotta stop comparing. It's in my nature, okay? Anyways, yeah, they don't like Naruto, but he does show some skill, hiding his doppelgangers and then having one of them come out behind and ambush Kakashi. That's cool. But then he introduces the most OP jutsu in the series, the substitution jutsu. So if you're about to be attacked, um, you can just not be attacked and be replaced by something else. How does this work? Um, well, they actually explain it. Um, how does sort of Kishimoto talking about how he's bad at taking care of plants? Uh, let's see. Um, let's see. He uses the art of transformation to change. Let's see. Sasuke explains it here. It's the third article. It's the third article in the first scroll of ninjutsu, which I guess that's a thing. You act with speed and skill to swap places with other plants, animals, or people in the landscape. Part of the technique is to make it look as though you've been struck, and in the interval, strike back. That so-called leech nobody trade places with one of Naruto's doppelgangers when used attack. Not only did he create an optical illusion, but he used Naruto's actual attack against him. So yeah, apparently in like a blink of an eye, um, Ikashi just grabs one of Naruto's clones and then hid into the bush. So if you could have just teleported away. Oh, it's not teleportation. They call it's like Naruto's version of a Shinpo in Bleach. Um, I think they call it body flicker. I don't know why he wouldn't just use body flicker. Um, does it, does it really offer that much more utility? Besides, I don't know. It might, but it just seems very overly overpowered. But like not really making much sense, I guess. I do think it's partly because of I don't know, poor planning on Kishimoto. Um, but I mean, I can't really blame him. No one. I don't know. I don't think anyone really starts a Jump series planning on not 700 chapters worth of content. I mean, obviously they always have outlines of a bigger story than just like an axe manga, but you could always get axed, so it's kind of like a waste of time to plan out 700 chapters ridiculously, you know. So I don't hate Kishimoto, okay? I don't hate any manga author unless it's like you know Watsky or like who's the Toriko author? Nobu Nobu Toriko author Shima Bukuro or something, or the At Age author. Look, if you done crimes, okay, that's another thing, okay? Don't do you know what I mean, okay? Hate you can hate the manga, but just don't like a lot of people hate what's his name? Fairy tale author Mashima. I don't hate Mashima. I respect Mashima for being able to do what he does like weekly all the time, constantly on his grind set, producing weekly manga, often with longer chapters than a lot of other weekly manga, nonstop. I respect that, okay? Even if I don't like Fairy Tail, but I respect it, okay? And as we're off topic, on it is Bell Kakashi traps Naruto with a trap with using the bell as a lure. Um, it's probably the closest Naruto has gotten to the bell, but I don't know, if maybe if it was more less reckless, he could have gotten it here, but oh well. Yeah, even Kakashi didn't recognize that it was an obvious trap. Maybe he had another trap. Uh, man, this is brutal, man. Just, but of course, no, of course, it's like yeah, it's another substitution. Man, we're really glad Kishimoto. I think the way Kishimoto kind of wrote this way was just doing it less as it went on. Because now that he has this jutsu as like a basic jutsu, um, and literally any attack could end like this. Like, um, like any attack you could potentially see Naruto. The next page could be just eyes substituted, unless it's like there's no objects around. Um, that's why it's very OP. Um, so I think he just kind of shied away. Oh, and here, wait, oh no, it's not. He hasn't revealed the Sharingan yet. Sorry, I saw his eye, but then I was like, okay, whatever. This is funny right here. Uh, read the hidden meanings within the hidden meanings. This is another line that gets introduced that I think shows up a bit more. I think it's pretty straightforward, but I don't know if there's any deeper meaning. I think it's just be smart, I guess. I don't know. Maybe there is. This is another brutal page. It's where Genjutsu is introduced. Obviously, another one that was censored in the anime. Oh man, look at this. Look at how his foot is. Oh my god. Oh, brutal. And now, oh, this is cool. Um, what do you call these? Like side omake. Oh yeah, omake pages. You got the Naruto staff and we got Ikamoto there. It is crazy how Ikamoto is just part of the Naruto staff from the beginning, basically. Um, that's pretty cool. Yeah, say what you want about Ikamoto. I mean, but he's been there. He's put in his work. I know he's drew a lot of Naruto's shadow clones. Um, but I don't know what else he did besides like backgrounds or stuff for this manga. But yeah, that's like over a decade of work. So yeah, definitely props to him for that. Anyways, um, Sasuke steps up. Obviously, the the main point here is that in the bell test is that they don't work as a team. Um, that's what Kashi wanted him to do to pass. Um, but Naruto, no, sorry, Kakashi recognizes that um, he has to work harder to defend off Sasuke than Naruto. He can't be reading at a time like this. So it's not like he's as strong as Kakashi, but he definitely has to take him seriously. And then we get the Firewall Jutsu, which is pretty cool. Although I think this kind of ruins it here. I doubt the kanji effects in the regional Japanese are this intrusive. Wait, let's see. Oh, yeah, it looks like my part of some there's some slide cut off here because I only on the manga I only modeled this after One Piece, so I guess this is a bit different. So but that's fine. You can get the picture. You get the picture. Sasuke becomes a Diglett. That's so funny. That see Naruto it does have some cool comedy. I never said it never didn't have any bangers, but it does have some. Is this supposed to be a Japanese flag on here? That's weird if it is. Anyways, Kakashi is becoming an actor because this it's not true. But yeah. Um, that's the first volume, but we also have one other chapter to go through to finish off this spell test. Sakura's doing a blip. Teehee. Yeah, that's cute. Interesting about the recap here. Hmm. Interesting. Uh, uh giant deep fox demon attacked the ninja village of Kunagaku until the Otage champion managed to defeat it by sealing its soul into the body of a baby boy. I guess that's technically correct, but I don't know. Is it fair to say he attacked? I mean, sure, Kurama could have just ran away, but like, why would he? Actually, no, he was Obito put like a Genji controlled him with the Sharingan, didn't he? I think he did that. Oh no, we'll get to that, I guess, eventually. This is gonna be a long series. This will definitely take me a bit, like at least a year to do this on a weekly basis. But I'm not going anywhere, so yes, stick in for the ride. In this last chapter here, um, let's see, we get how Kakashi is very strict and he has never passed anyone. But yeah, we see they missed the point. The goal was just teamwork, so yeah. But I guess Sasuke was just too full of himself, and so was same with Naruto. Maybe Sakura could have tried to do something with either of them, but obviously none of them would have done it. Like Sakura just said, he says here, ignored Naruto, was right in front of you while focusing your attention on Sasuke, that you didn't know where he was. And yeah, they're just all playing solo, but it's teamwork makes the dream work. So is teamwork. I don't know. I never really thought teamwork was the main theme of Naruto, but this is like a side thing where he just tries to devote but tends to teamwork with these teams. That's why they call it a team. Anyhow, yeah, Naruto. This is a memorial that includes the names of my best friends. Um, Yeah, this. I thought the memorial with names of was bigger. I do think something. I don't know. I'm pretty sure the population of ninja villages is something that expanded over time. Since ain't no way in a village with thousands of shinobi that their graves could be their names could be written on a grave this small. You need at least a Vietnam memorial for that crap. Like there have been three great ninja wars since since and it's like that's not three great ninja wars worth of names of fallen ninja. Actually, I don't think any of the great ninja wars have been mentioned so far. Um, is that another retcon? Perhaps. We'll see. I, I do think somewhere later. I don't know. I don't think it was in this stretch, but Obito gets foreshadowed earlier than he appears. So that's cool. Um, oh wait, what was it? Anyways, oh no, no, yeah. He has one last chance. Basically, he says that basically the test here is saying you can't feed Naruto, but Sasuke, Sasuke does learn from Kashi's words about teamwork, so he gives he gives Naruto the bento so that he doesn't become a liability and he can work as a team. And Sakura, because Sasuke did it, she's doing it too. Um, and um, that's what Kakashi wanted them with his smile here. Oh, he's seen some shit though. Anyways, Kakashi says something that would be repeated many times, especially in the anime. This kind of messes it up a bit, but basically, in the ninja's world, those who violate the law are scum, and but those who do not care for and support their fellow shinobi are worse than scum. Um, which in not something that everyone shares because obviously when he says something like this, one of the things he thinks of is his father, who despite carrying out trying to care for his fellow shinobi, um, didn't hold up the law, and he was shamed for it. I believe I'm probably butchering that recollection of events, but oh well. But now they're all a team. They're all a team now. And that's great. I do. I do like the dynamics of the whole Team Seven. I think they're a good unit. I was considering putting up an art of the Team Seven here, but I think I don't know Urka and Naruto's relationship isn't going to be ever as relevant as it is now. So I had to put it here. Anyways, this is the first. We just went through the first section of Naruto. So yeah, pretty. I think it was a pretty good start. Obviously, the earlier you go into a long series, the more things there are that don't age well. That's true for Bleach. That's true for Naruto. Not as true for One Piece, but okay, One Piece is on a bit kind of a different level. Okay, I mean I prefer Bleach, but in terms of planning, Oda's planning is top notch. Anyhow, if you like, also subscribe for more Naruto and Shonen and manga. And I'll see you next time. Have a good one.